completely over from last night. 2 balls of it to go from this racecourse end. First ball to the left-handed Lewis Rees, just drops a bat on it, runs out into the offside. In and bowls, that's on leg stump, that's a bit of a gimme, and it's turned away for 4 by Lewis Rees. Not the best ball. Guthrie in again, bowls, and that's a lovely drive from Brooke Guest, and he has added to his overnight total, and it's run away for 4. Very full, and he's played on. Well, that was a bit of a bonus wicket for Northamptonshire. It was a full toss, very full, and in trying to push it away through the offside, in and bowls to Anishdale. Big appeal for LBW and out, says umpire Bailey. I think we could give that from here. Just nip back in, and Justin Broad, we said, bowled. Here's Leach in bowls. That's a handsome shot from Anderson. Little bit of a floaty half volley and smashed away through the covers by Martin Anderson for 4, takes him into double figures.
As this next delivery is helped on its way down the leg side off the bat, and so it was a valiant effort. Yes, because this next delivery has bowled him. Broad got one just to basically swing back in to Martin Anderson. He tried to flick it away down the leg side, and Broad picks up his 3rd wicket. Anderson goes for 13, and Derbyshire 267. The next delivery. Oh, he's edged it and been caught behind. He played that ball a long way from his body, Zach Chappell. That's not a good shot at all, I'm afraid. And Broad has his 4th wicket.
18th over. He's in and bowls to Tickner short, and Tickner's got something on that. It's running down towards the boundary down below us. It's gone for 4, and it's 4 runs. So a bit of glove.
This one, he tries to pull it round the corner. He gets a feather on it, and he's caught behind Lewis Rees. So that's a disappointing end to Lewis Rees's innings. Oh, that one is edged over the slip cordon down to 3rd man for 4 runs by Blair Tickner. To anybody, Leach bowls, and it's pulled into the leg side. And there is the 300 for Derbyshire, out towards the straightish mid-wicket boundary. Here's Procter, bowls, edged and caught. And Morley goes, just a tentative prod outside the off stump, and the new ball, the second new ball, is just 5 deliveries old. And the gully, and he's in and bowls, and Ricardo Vasconcelos leaves the ball alone, and it goes through to the keeper.
Yeah, Vasconcelos could do with the score.
There's Chappell bowls, and Procter drives down the ground for 4. Nice shot to the onside of the stumps at the non-striker's end, and away down to the boundary. Chappell is in and bowls. That one is driven off a thick edge, and it's gone all the way down to a wide 3rd man for 4. Now, Derbyshire supporters won't need reminding that they conceded 118 runs down without loss. Chappell bowls, and this one's off a thick edge down to 3rd man for 4 more. It's the same shot with the same result. Off stump as Dahl comes in round the wicket and bowls to him, and he's turned around the corner for 4 runs. Thud into the advertising board, short of a length quickly as possible. Vasconcelos on strike. Dahl bowls to him, and that's edged down to the 3rd man boundary for 4.
And he held the pose.
I say, I will add no further opinion again. Bowls, that one is clipped into the leg side, out towards the mid-wicket boundary for 4 by Vasconcelos. It was right on his toes, and he just clipped it away.
Starting his 2nd over, bowling, and it's flowing drive from Luke Procter. Away through backward point for 4. Everybody just stood there, and it's a question of who goes to. Interesting one is Anishdale, bowled short and dispatched by Ricardo Vasconcelos away through mid-wicket, and you probably heard the sound.
On his way in, that one is driven very pleasantly for 4 runs by Vasconcelos, who's just finding a bit of form now. Oh joy. He waits now as this delivery is driven down the ground. That'll be 4 runs. Nice shot from Procter. And immediately
Was to complete. Anderson in bowls, turned away by Vasconcelos. That's going to be 4 runs. There's a man down there at the wicket. Comes Anderson, bowls, turned away again by Vasconcelos, with exactly the same result in exactly the same place. Chappell is in, bowls, and Vasconcelos steers that away, runs it away through backward point, and it's going to run away for 4. Again, no 3rd man. Luke Procter clips it away through mid-wicket for 4. on his toes, and Procter very, very strong through there. Strike drives through extra cover. That's the trademark Vasconcelos stroke. It's running out towards the boundary, and it's going to run all the way for 4. That is 50 to Ricardo Vasconcelos. Not up to 113, which it should do. Clipped away by Vasconcelos. It was full length. There's a man in there fairly tight.
Morley is in and bowls. Vasconcelos defends, and Northamptonshire go into tee slower as he defends this next delivery from Lloyd into the offside. Caleb Jewell.
To Ricardo Vasconcelos, short and pulled away by Vasconcelos. Doesn't quite get hold of it, but it's going out towards the boundary. It's going to get there, and it's 4 runs.
This next ball is just stroked very nicely, backward a square on the offside for his half century Luke Procter. He even comes back for the second for good measure, and Procter reaches the milestone of 94 balls.
In and bowls to Vasconcelos, who drives beautifully through extra cover, running out towards the boundary. That's going to get there, and it crosses the rope before Harry Kane can do anything about it. Tickner didn't look exactly chuffed either. Tickner in bowls short, pulled away by Vasconcelos, and that's 4, which will make him feel not a great deal better, I think it's fair to say. Tickner in, and a drive and caught at backward point, so the drop was not expensive, and Vasconcelos played another expansive drive, and he's going to have to be prized that position in this last session. Forced away off the back foot nicely by Bartlett. His first runs. It's going out towards the boundary. Is it quite going to get there? Yes, it is. Little teaser for Harry Kane, who chased it all the way.
From the race course then, bowls to Procter, who turns this one down. Fine to fine leg and picks up 4 runs. Short and misdirected. Tickner in and bowls. That one is clipped away off his pads nicely by Bartlett for 4 runs out to the mid-wicket boundary.
Here's Anish Dal in bowls, edged by Procter. It's gone past second slip, didn't carry, and it's gone down with no third.
He's in and bowls. That one is just flicked away. Whether it was bat or pad, I'm not entirely sure, but it's gone away for 4, and it was bat. And Bartlett picks up another boundary down to fine leg.
Here's Chappell in bowls and tickled away by George Bartlett down to the fine leg boundary for 4. Now, and Bartlett has got him caught behind. Little push at that one, thin outside edge, and Chappell has his man, and Rob Bailey just, I think, waiting for Bartlett to go when he didn't. Chappell in, bowls wide outside the off stump, and Procter just steers it into the gap between second slip and backward point. There is no third man, and so it's 4 runs. Anderson in, bowls outside the off stump, carved away by Procter between slip and gully, and it runs down for 4 because altogether now.
This next delivery is bowled him, and Lewis Rees gets the breakthrough that he's been looking for. That one swung, no question about it. The non-striker's end at the moment as Procter drives this out to the cover boundary for 4. Glorious shot. It's a complete silence, which is a shame.
Morley round the wicket to Keogh, who cuts it away for 4 through backward point. Timed that beautifully. Here's Morley. In again, bowls and cut away by Keogh, and that could be 4 more, very similar to the one in the previous. Jack Morley over a little bit of width. I think he's taken 1 step to his right. Morley in again, bowls to Keogh, forces nicely off the back foot out through the covers, and that's going to be 4 runs. And again, Keogh timing that beautifully.
In again, bowls, that takes the edge and then bounces awkwardly in front of the slip, who I think is Caleb Jewell. No, it isn't. Caleb Jewell's chasing the ball. Who's that, Martin Anderson?
Here's Morley, flights that one right up and swept away by Keogh on the full, and it's gone down for 4. So a 4th boundary for Rob Keogh. Tickner then on 97 Procter, and Procter is into line, playing it up on the onside, and that's the end of the over. 236 for 3. Procter is 97, Keogh is 19.